What's up, guys? It's KPster. So, it's been, I'd say, a few weeks since my last video. If you only had me on YouTube, unfortunately you never saw it. It got blocked on YouTube because I had a Beatles song at the very beginning. I didn't feel like making it because it wasn't really that important. I had a lot going on. But maybe that was a lie. I have a lot going on now. But anyway, shouldn't have this problem on this video because, you know, these bands on this playlist are not nearly as popular as the Beatles, so it should be alright. 70s stuff. This is a song. This right here is a song that I'd been meaning. I'd been wanting to find for a very long time because I heard it on, I don't know, some kind of playlist at school back when I was in high school, that long ago, and finally found it. So yeah. Anyway, my last video was essentially about my car. I've been traveling a lot in the past month and a half. You know, up until the middle of April, I've never really left Haversham, with the exception of the wedding, of a friend's wedding last year. That was it. I was afraid to be honest. I've been driving for a few years, but I was just kind of afraid that I would trying to find my way in unknown places, I would get in an accident or something. But recently, I've gotten over that. Despite the fact that I did get in an accident about a month ago. You know, I hit a sign. That's why my car was in the repair shop for a week and a half. But live and learn. What happened was I hit a sign because I was trying to fix my GPS real quick. And I was on a kind of a windy road, and yeah, I got off the road and hit the sign, and it messed with the fuel line. So yeah. Anyway, but despite that, I've still been traveling since I got my car back. I've been doing a lot of it. Even though summer's already kicked in here, I mean, you know, it's Georgia. Spring technically, spring's pretty much over by the second half of May. You know, everything's already shifting to a dark green. You know, it starts getting hot, starts getting humid. That's when normal summer kicks in. Then, I would say the end of June or early July, you get super summer. Then it starts feeling more like Florida. Not necessarily super hot, although we've had years like that. Yeah, but it is generally very super humid. You know, dew points in like the 70s. My camera fogs up every time I set foot outside, unless I have to leave my camera outside overnight, which I kind of did last year, just because you know, didn't want my camera fogging up every time I went outside to take pictures. Of course, recently I came up with a solution. I could just use my blow dryer to kind of just warm it up just a little bit, and you know, it's because of the dew point, you know, because the temperature in my room is like in the 60s according to my, you know, air conditioning, and the dew point's 70. When the temperature of my camera is below the dew point outside, it's gonna fog up. I mean, I know I don't look very smart, but I do know things like that. But anyway. So back to my travels. So, I've done a lot of driving in the past few weeks. Late May, like a couple days after I got my car back, I went to Mount Yonah. Now it was hot outside, just like in Cleveland. It was hot outside because we were going through like a heat wave. It was like around 90. I didn't go all the way to the top. I should have, but I didn't. It was getting kind of late. It was like 6, and I wanted to go back to the college. I wanted to get myself some Taco Bell, hang out with my friends at the college. And yeah, but I did get some good pictures despite that. Then that following weekend, even though I'd work on the weekends, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, well, Saturday and Sunday, Saturday, at the very end, the last Saturday of May, I went to Minnehaha Falls. That's actually fairly close, not far from where I live. I didn't leave Georgia until last week. Minnehaha Falls is it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but it's kind of a nice like lake, not lake, no, creek, waterfall. Didn't have to pay for parking or anything. It was kind of on the side of the road, I guess. It was like on a dirt road. But went up there. It's like kind of a cascading, I guess is what you call it. I don't know. It's like it's not a straight down waterfall, but I don't know. It's like it looks kind of like stairs. But yeah, got a few good pictures there. I mean, it wasn't a long hike or anything, so I wasn't there for long. Got a few good pictures. And then after that, that Sunday morning, I went to Tallulah Gorge. See, that weekend, the weather was actually really nice. It was in the 70s. I mean, that's nice for the late May. You know, the heat wave had ended, and yeah, it was pretty nice out. Yeah, I went to Tallulah Gorge. It was kind of I mean, the day kind of started off sunny, but it got pretty cloudy as the morning progressed. But anyway, I got some panoramic shots. Now, what I do when I do panoramic shots, I get like basically I take a lot of pictures. Like I'll usually have my camera like vertically. I'll like just click, and I'll use like a software on my laptop to stitch it all together. And now usually it's not perfect. The perspective looks a little weird more often than not, and so I'll use like Photoshop. I'll use Linkify to kind of fix things a little bit, kind of make it look less weird. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I do, and I've done a lot of that. Some of my panoramic shots are like simply 20-something images, but I have some of them are more complex, and they have like over 50 shots. So you've got like very wide angle shot, very wide angle, and yeah. So now Tallulah Gorge, you know, went down the stairs, got some shots down there, went on the swinging bridge. That was pretty cool. Then, well, the real challenge was going back up the stairs. It was pretty exhausting, and I worked up a sweat and all that. But yeah, these legs were made for hiking, and it's kind of sad that, you know, throughout my entire life, which over 29 years, I had been spending most of my spare time playing The Sims. I had these legs. These legs are made for hiking. I should be hiking, not staying inside. Sure, I've always let summer be an excuse, the summer heat, but now I realize I can just like find places to take pictures that are places that are still pretty nice out. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, Monday I was off. That Monday, it was Memorial Day. I went to Black Rock Mountain. It was pretty nice up there. It was mostly sunny. I got plenty of good shots there. I paid $5 for parking, but it's not a big deal. Just kind of what you got to expect. Georgia State Parks. Smoky Mountains is one great thing about that. You know, free parking. But we'll get to that. So yeah, got some great shots there. Can't wait to get back in the fall. I'm not sure when the peak is there for fall colors, but I'm guessing probably the second half of October because of the elevation. Because, you know, here where I live, it's generally the peak is somewhere between like the very end of October and like the first week of November. It kind of varies, but yeah. Now, but later on last week, June the 2nd, it was on a Wednesday, so it was exactly a week ago. I actually went out the state first time. Well, technically, I had crossed the border of North Carolina about a month ago when I went to Sky Valley, like at the overlook, because well, at least according to my GPS, I was apparently going back and forth a couple times on that road. But anyway, this was like the first time that I actually went to North Carolina. I went to Highlands. I started off like that morning. I went to Osage. I think that's how you say it. Osage Overlook. See, I find all these places like on Google Maps. But anyway, I hiked up there. The hike was exhausting. The Highlands, because of the elevation of the Highlands, it's 10 degrees cooler there on average than it is here. So, even though the high was like around 80 here, it was like in the upper 60s there. Now, it was cloudy. We kind of had a little bit of on and off drizzle, but for the most part, it was pretty dry. It was kind of raining a little bit when I got there, but it stopped. That was great. So yeah, despite the cooler weather, I still worked up quite a sweat hiking up the trail. But, you know, it's worth it. Got some great shots. I love it. You know, and one thing I've noticed, you know, the further up I got, you know, it was kind of like seeing spring in reverse, you know, where even though up there like at the bottom the leaves were pretty much, you know, summer colored, as you got to the top, the leaves were very they were looking more like late April. I mean, lower down throughout the trail, saw like a lot of mountain laurels. At the top, saw blackberries that were just starting to bloom. You know, like here, the blackberries, you know, they're like blooming like for like the first half of May, then they're done. Same with mountain laurels. Mountain laurels are done by the end of May. But they were still in full bloom. And up the mountain, things were even further behind. But yeah, either way, I got some great shots there. Then I went to Dry Falls. Great place. Great waterfall because I was able to go behind it. Now, apparently you were supposed to pay like a $3 parking fee. But the way that park is, that area is, like, there's no like actual paying booth. You're supposed to do it online, and the problem is, how do I do that when like the cell reception really sucks? Like, that's the one issue I have with Highlands. I love that place; it's a beautiful place, but their cell reception sucks. There's so many places where I can't get anything. How am I supposed to pay a fee online if I can't get any service? Yeah, okay. Stupid. Yeah. Would have rather had like an actual parking, like a fee booth or whatever you call it. Because, you know, I don't know. I think T-Mobile, and because, you know, my straight talk runs off the T-Mobile towers. T-Mobile needs to make more freaking towers in North Carolina. But yeah. Anyway, after that, I went to the downtown area. Oh man, that area freaking blew. My hometown just does not hold up. I mean, I have nothing against Habersham, Clarksville, you know, but, you know, Highlands, though, that hometown, that downtown area, I mean, that just, looks so much better. Oh, I mean, it's just so much nicer. I don't know. Maybe I've just lived in Patterson too much. I don't know. But anyway, I guess that's what you should expect when you're in a touristy town. But after that, I went. Well, no. While I was downtown, I went to this is like a grocery store, Mountain Fresh Grocery, and it has like a pizza place built in called Mountain Fresh Pizza. Oh man, great stuff. I mean, that stuff's pretty good. Not cheap. For a small pizza, I paid, what, 11, 12, something like that? I don't know. I can't remember. A lot has happened since last week. But, yeah. I got, like a Brooklyn-style pizza or something like that. I think that's what it was. I can't remember. But the one that I got was a carnivore, which had, like, all sorts of meat on it, which I love. I mean, you know, I'm like the furthest thing from vegan. Anyway, good stuff. Now after that, I kind of capped off my. Well, I went to the lake real quick, got some pictures there, but that was pretty quick. After that, I went to Whiteside Mountain, hike the trail there. Now I was able to pay the fee there. It was $3, but still, I was able to pay it there because I actually had some reception. I mean. Honestly, the only advantage this place has over Highlands is I actually have 5G here, and I definitely don't there. I'm lucky to get LTE. But yeah, anyway. Still, great time. Great shots. That trail wasn't as hard to hike up. Still, it was a pretty cool trail. I mean, a pretty cool place. Now, I was going to go to the Whitewater Falls, but I guess I was kind of misguided by the GPS because it took me to like a roadside cliff, and well, I guess I looked it up later. I guess you're actually supposed to climb the cliff. Maybe I think there are stairs or something, but to me it looked like nothing, and I thought, man, Google really screwed me. But no, yeah. So I kind of missed my shot with that, but that's okay. Drove home, got home at I think I got home like a little after 9. But yeah, so then Monday I went a little bit further. Monday I went to Cherokee, North Carolina. So I wanted to visit Smokies, and like originally I was going to go to Bogle State Park, but the weather forecast is looking kind of sucky. It's looking very humid because I don't know. It's just whatever. That actually wasn't the main reason I changed my mind. I really wanted to capture the elk and that kind of stuff. You know, didn't really want to go visit another Georgia State Park, but yeah. I went up there. The funny thing about this trip was like the forecast was looking crappy like all week. You know, this whole week it's been like very humid, very stormy. I thought it was probably a good chance that I was going to get rained out. I was kind of hoping I wouldn't, but you know. So on my way there, like right as I passed through Clayton, you know, it started pouring. I was like, oh crap. Well, hopefully it's not like this the whole time. Surely enough, after like a few minutes into North Carolina, the weather quickly changed, like from pouring to mostly cloudy, but it was dry. The roads were dry, and it stayed that way like throughout the entire trip, the remainder of the trip. Got there. I mean, it was still pretty humid. You know, it didn't rain a whole lot. There were a few like short rains throughout the day. It wasn't too bad. I didn't see any elk when I first got there, but it was about 11 when I got there, so 10 or 11, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, that was like 10 actually. But anyway, I actually didn't see the elk until the very end of the day. Towards the end. Well, towards the end. It was like after 7 when I returned to the visitor center. Didn't even see any like large buck. I saw one like young buck. I guess that was like starting to grow antlers, but still, I've never seen elk in person before. I've never seen an actual elk. I've never gotten pictures. I've tried to get pictures of deer before, but they always ran away. The elk were a lot less freaked out by my presence, so that was good. I was actually able to get a few I was actually able to get some headshots of the does. That was pretty cool. And yeah, that was a great time. On my way back, I went down the Blue Ridge Parkway, which went up to Water Rock Knob. Weird name, but yeah, it was almost 6,000 feet high. And again, you can see like spring in reverse. It was a great time. I had some great views, great pictures, of course. Of course, I'm gonna get pictures. I wouldn't be me otherwise. After that, it was about 9 when it was a little after 9 when I finally drove home. And I got home a little after 11. Now, I'll be honest, that was my first time actually driving home for that distance, for a 2-hour drive. Never done that before. So I was a little nervous, but it was pretty much fine until I got to Georgia and started pouring again. And I mean pouring, like the road was like a freaking creek. Oh man, it was pretty bad. But if I can get through that, I can get through anything. So yeah, that was great. I have a lot more trips planned throughout the next few weeks, but throughout the rest of the year, honestly. No more. For years, all my seasonal outings have been mostly in Habersham, and I got tired of getting the same old pictures, especially since springs here are relatively short. Falls are very short. Like I said, it's the end of October and early November that we get colors, but between that, there's really not much of a picture yet. So I'm trying to cram as much picture taking into 1 week as I possibly can, and that's frustrating. But I don't have to do that this year. This year, I'm going to try to hit the really high elevation areas first, early October, maybe some in late September, I don't know. And kind of work my way down as I get towards the end of the month. Maybe early November I'll try to go further south, like Atlanta. Yeah. And my music stopped. Oh crap. Oh well, that's okay. Yeah. But next week I have some real traveling planned. Monday, I'm finally gonna hit Vogel State Park. Monday is forecast to be 91 degrees, but that's here. Vogel State Park, apparently, I looked it up, it's only gonna be 85. Another place I'm gonna visit while I'm there is the highest peak in Georgia, Brasstown Bald. High there, 78. Yeah, 78 is a whole lot better than 91 degrees. Then I'm gonna Well, I'm gonna end the day with a trip to Bell Mountain. So all these places are only like yeah, they're about an hour away from here, but the way I had the areas mapped out, like if I hit Brasstown Bald first, then Bogle State Park, then Bell Mountain, they're only like 20 to 30 minutes apart from each other, so that works. We're gonna get a lot of good shots. That's Monday. Now, either Wednesday or Thursday, I'm kind of leaning towards Thursday. If I do it Thursday, I'm gonna get up like super early. I'm gonna get up because Thursday at college is like breakfast buffet. I'm gonna have that, so that way I'm not taking a long trip on an empty stomach. I'm going to Gatlinburg. That's 2.5 hours away from here, but totally worth it. Oh man, and it's supposed to be sunny there. Weather's gonna be nicer next week, so the humidity's supposed to go down. It's supposed to be mostly sunny that day, on that Thursday. It's gonna be high is only gonna be like 80. Humidity's gonna be a lot lower than it is right now. So yeah, I already have a few places that I looked up that I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna try to set aside as much money as I can. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Probably gonna take over 1,000 pictures, but I'm gonna take all my camera batteries, make all three of them, make sure all three of them are charged. Hold on. And yeah, make sure I take a lot to drink because I do not need to get dehydrated, especially with the sun being out. I'm gonna make sure I buy a lot of body armors and stuff. Gotta stock up on that. Those really come in handy. Oh man. But yeah. After the Gatlinburg trip, because I plan on staying there throughout the whole day, it will probably be like almost 12 when I get home. Because that's going to be a Thursday, that means I need to try to go to sleep as soon as possible when I get home because I have to work the next day. Whew. But yeah, anyway, after next week, I'm gonna try to go back to just one trip each week because gas is very expensive. It's like almost $3. The highest has been in almost 7 years. I wish I was doing all this traveling last year when it was under $2. Whew, I miss that. Oh man, last year I totally didn't take advantage of it. I freaking went to Walmart. That was it. Last summer I went to Walmart and the gym, but still, that was it. Talk about missed opportunities. I mean, gas was so much cheaper, and I didn't even take advantage of that. That sucks. But, oh well. It is what it is. So now, either way, I'm gonna go, following week, I'm gonna go to Canton, North Carolina. Because there are areas that I'm gonna try to hike. They're of a very high elevation. Graveyard Fields is one of them. I know there's a reason to call that. It was something to do with the trees there. I think it was the trees that burned in the fire like a long time ago. I don't know, but yeah, it has nothing to do with people dying. Anyway, going up there, and apparently that area peaks in early October, which is impressive. Yeah, I'm gonna go up there. It's got some nice waterfalls, just nice views, period. Oh, it's beautiful. So yeah, going up there and a few other places. Like I have like a list of places to visit that day. Been doing a lot of research and all that kind of stuff. Picking out areas for each day that I traveled. try to keep them fairly close together. Now, I don't know where I'm going the following week, but I do know where I'm going the week of my birthday. My birthday is on the 11th. You know, as much as I'm not looking forward to my birthday because I'm turning 30, ugh, good God, no, no. Don't let it, it can't happen. As much as I'm not looking forward to turning 30, it's going to be a great day at least. So, my birthday is on a Sunday, but I managed to get that day off. Thank God, because, you know, nothing worse. I don't want to work on my birthday. I don't want to deal with the stress of anything really. I want it to be a good day. But yeah, I'm gonna finally go to Boone, North Carolina. Try to get some money, get enough money to like stay a couple nights. I've never done that before. I've never actually stayed at a hotel by myself before. I mean, like I said, I've never really left Haversham until just a couple months ago. But yeah, totally gonna do that. Because for years, for like I think about 8 years, I think it was about 8 years ago that I found Boone, North Carolina. Like I heard about it. You know, I know that it's like 10 degrees cooler up there. It's also a pretty moderate sized city. You know, it's like population of 22,000. Which is about 10 times the amount of Habersham of its entirety. I don't know. It's a pretty high population. I mean, it's no Atlanta, but that's okay. I don't necessarily want to live in like a urban area. This is kind of in between. But this would be perfect. I feel like there are better job opportunities. I know they have a Krispy Kreme shop. They have like they have like a lot going on there. I know there's a college. I think it's Appalachian State University. But yeah, like I said, it's a nice place. Unfortunately, it's like 3.5 hours away. But that's okay. That's why I'm going to stay a couple nights there. But yeah, it's 10 degrees cooler there, and they get a lot more snow in the winter than we do. Winters here suck. They really do. You know, we rarely get snow. Usually what we get is rain. So basically what you see is a lot of gray and brown. Yeah. Kind of sucks. It's not really it's just a major drag. Winters here are usually a drag. But at least there they get a decent amount of snow, and they're not too far away. Boone, North Carolina is not too far away from Beech Mountain, which apparently is even a higher elevation. And they get like 16 inches of snow each January, as opposed to like the 1 inch that we get here. That's I want to get some good snow pictures, and I'm definitely going to do that this coming winter. I'm going to stay a night in either Beech Mountain or whatever. Stay a night or two at some point during the winter. I'm going to keep my eye out on the forecast, and I'm going to get snow pictures. I'm going to do whatever I can. I will get good snow pictures this winter, because I'm going to travel. But yeah, brace yourselves. Oh, and also December, I'm going to travel down to my hometown. But I'm also going to go to Stone Mountain National Park. It's been about 10 years since I've been there. Went there with my sister and her family. Christmas lights were great, and I'm definitely going to do that again. I have a much better camera, much better everything. A much better camera and lens set up now. Setup I had then was nothing special. I mean, it definitely did better in low light than say a phone, but this camera that I have now smokes it. I will get good shots there, definitely. So yeah. So about all. And of course, next year, next spring, I'm gonna start getting spring pictures in the lower elevations and kind of work my way up as the season progresses. So Highlands might be like, I'll go back to Highlands like early May, while I might go to Atlanta probably early April. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the general idea. Gonna visit Piedmont Park, and probably visit Piedmont Park in early November for the fall pictures. So I heard it looks nice. So I'm actually doing my research this time. Instead of, I mean, I'm going to get pictures that I've never gotten before. And eventually, I intend to, well, when I have a better income and all that, you know, have the money, I'm going to try to, and can actually afford to travel by plane and get, you know, rent a car and all that good stuff. I'm going to try to travel to like the northern states and western, all these areas, maybe in Canada, and, you know, get pictures there. I mean, I've become addicted to traveling. It's great. I mean, there's so much out here. I don't need to be confined to Habersham any longer. I never should have been confined to Habersham in the first place. I should have been doing all this stuff like a decade ago. But, you know, whatever. But that's all. So, you guys have a great night. It's already almost 9 o'clock. So yeah, by the time this video is up, it'll be tomorrow, because I don't really have good internet here. Yeah, that's all. You guys have a great day, great night. My next video will probably be inside, because it's, you know, finding a good time to do a video outside is becoming harder as we get closer to July, and it's like too hot, all that kind of stuff. I like having a nice backdrop behind me, but I'll probably have to wait I'll have to wait for a while. And if I do my videos inside, I can do them even when it gets dark. So my next one probably will be inside. I don't know when it will be. It might be, my next video might be like right after my Boone trip. Now during my Boone trip, I'm going to try to visit as many places as possible. And I won't be in Boone the entirety of the trip. I'll be visiting Blowing Rock as well, because it's only like, I think it's like 20 something minutes away. Yeah. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. This is turning out to be a great year because of the traveling. This is what I've been missing my entire life. So, but that's all. So you guys have a great night. I'll see you around.